I had a vision. In fact, you are watching that vision right now, at least those of you that have eyes to see, meaning those of you who choose to believe it, or those even who can no more than desire to believe that Jesus would actually reveal things to irregular people, even misfits like me. Regardless, to me, it is super nice living in a modern era like we do, when literal visions from God can be shared in the form of movies, not just on golden or brass plates anymore. But I'll admit, it's still good to have visions that appear to your mind like you're in a dreamlike state. I don't think Jesus is doing away with those kind of visions anytime soon. Regardless, here's the vision that Jesus gave me. It's a television, so it is a vision that looks tele, meaning far, far into the future, all the way. Tele, meaning far, far into the future, all the way to eventual Zion, 500 years from now. But also closer, maybe like 500 minutes from now. And here, according to that vision that Jesus gave me, is what's going to happen. I hereby prophesy that in Jesus TV land, in the Jesus verse, not the metaverse, there's a spinoff coming. Actually, there's two kinds of spinoffs: a television spinoff and a cultural spinoff. We will talk about the TV spinoff first, which will help us understand the coming cultural spinoff. Definition of spinoff in TV. A spinoff is a brand new, separate television program that is takes its initial reference from characters, or in this case, ideas from another television program or movie. In the movie you just watched, part 27 of Jesus First, the movie and vision, Jesus had me declare that in my Jesus Greg world, I will be identifying and setting apart certain tribulations and circumstances in my life, actually giving them a name and formally designating them as new, bitter-infused, Jesus-themed religious rituals. If you choose to tune in, you will be able to watch me help Jesus and angels set apart and name and enact these new, bitter-infused, Jesus-themed religious rituals in my Jesus Greg world. You'll be able to watch this on Jesus TV. Jesus is having me help him establish a whole new television program on Jesus TV that will be dedicated to documenting this within my Jesus Greg world in the Jesus verse, not the metaverse. The name of that program will be Bittersweet Symphony. Bittersweet Symphony. That's why Jesus named this. That's why Jesus named this little movie, part 28, Bittersweet Symphony, the spinoff. I invite you to watch the upcoming episodes of the television program named Bittersweet Symphony. I guarantee that it's going to be better TV than Three's Company, better than Friends, and almost as good as Touched by an Angel, but not half as good as The Chosen. Okay, so now you know the first spinoff that Jesus wanted me to talk about in a visionary way, the TV spinoff that Jesus is doing. Now, for the second spinoff that Jesus is heralding in this little movie, part 28, it's a cultural spinoff. Now, what is a cultural spinoff? Ask the Puritans and Quakers what a cultural spinoff is. Ask the Amish what a cultural spinoff is. Ask Joseph Smith and Brigham Young and Mormon pioneers, what is a cultural spinoff? In this little movie, part 28, Bittersweet Symphony, the spinoff, Jesus is heralding what he has prophesied through his ancient prophets. The fact that Jesus is getting ready to do a huge worldwide spinoff. He's going to take deep Christians, people deeply converted to Christ, people who are obsessed with and hoarding the essential oil called 5 Wise Virgin Oil. Jesus is going to spin off this group of people into a whole new culture, even a worldwide kingdom called the wonderful world of, not Disney and Disneyland, but the wonderful world of Jesus and Jesus land, also called Jesus First, not the metaverse, also called Early Zion, also called the kingdom of God on earth. For those who have eyes to see, he's already starting to stir the waters. That is, Jesus is already revving up the spending process that will result in a cultural spin-off that will be beautiful and necessary. For some people, including me, this end of days biblical prophesied Jesus purposed cultural spinoff is going to make people's heads spin. Jesus knew this, and he knows it. Jesus tried to prepare his children for this, saying, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declared the Lord," Isaiah 55. And Jesus has been preparing me and a few others for the big upcoming and imminent final cultural spinoff by making this 100-part movie, plus formal Jesus worlds and some other stuff. Of course, Jesus will prepare other people differently, meaning you don't have to watch a 100-part Jesus verse, the movie and vision, let alone build a formal Jesus world with Jesus and angels in the Jesus verse in order to be prepared for and safely navigate the upcoming cultural spinoff. I do, and other of God's children who hashtag hear him, Jesus, tell them to do so, well, they'll need to do so. In other words, Jesus created Jesus TV for a wise purpose in him, and he is this very moment announcing this new Jesus TV program called Bittersweet Symphony, with stories like the ones you can see on Jesus TV. I want my hymn TV. So, to summarize, stand by for Bittersweet Symphony, a new television program on Jesus TV that officially launches in T-minus.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Watch and subscribe to Bittersweet Symphony here, right here. See, here's this link. Here's the link. You can watch Jesus TV, Bittersweet Symphony, the program. Many episodes coming up. I think they're going to be mostly 1-minute episodes, so that'll be good for those who